सर्वेभ्यो नमो नमः। प्रथमं शिबिरगीतम्। पठामि संस्कृतं नित्यं, वदामि संस्कृतं सदा, ध्यायामि संस्कृतं सम्यक्, वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्, वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। संस्कृतस्य प्रसाराय नैजं सर्वं ददाम्यहम्, संस्कृतस्य सदा भक्तो वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्, वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। संस्कृतस्य कृते जीवन्, संस्कृतस्य कृते यजन्, आत्मानमाहितं मन्ये, वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्, वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। सर्वेभ्यो नमो नमः। आप सभी लोगों का स्वागत है आज के इस सत्र में। आई वेलकम एवरीबॉडी फॉर टुडेज सेशन एंड as we have done it earlier, but before that, yes, yesterday I had to cancel the classes because there was a problem with electricity in our building. So there was some emergency wire changing work and all that. See, some things are not in our hands, like internet, electricity, they are not in our hands. So it does happen and that delays our session. क्योंकि बिजली की वजह से कल बिजली में दिक्कत थी, हमारे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पूरे बिल्डिंग में दिक्कत थी, तो उसे रिज्यूम होने के लिए करीबन 9:15 बज गए थे. So yesterday it was 9:15 that everything was organized. Now without wasting any more time, let us get into our subject. Now earlier we have seen that in a sentence formation there is a subject, object and verb. यानी कर्ता, कर्म या क्रिया, करण और क्रिया, ये तीन विभाजन होते हैं. तो इसी तरह से नाउ वी हैव अंडरस्टूड मसाला नंबर 1. नाउ कमिंग टू द मसाला नंबर 2. बट बिफोर दैट लेट मी क्लेरिफाई वन थिंग. मसाला बॉक्स, दैट इज विभक्ति. विभक्ति का असर कर्ता में, इन सब्जेक्ट और in the object पड़ता है. So there are reasons. The masala that we add, sometimes some masala affects the subject. There are some masalas which are some vibhaktis which are connected with the object. यानी कोई कोई जो विभक्तियां है वो विभक्तियां कर्ता से जुड़ी रहती है और कोई विभक्तियां करण से जुड़ी रहती है या कर्म से जुड़ी रहती है, करण या कर्म से जुड़ी रहती है. तो ये हमें समझने की जरूरत होती है. नाउ एज वी विल गो अहेड वी विल सी द थिंग्स. कमिंग बैक टू आवर सब्जेक्ट. नाउ एज वी से टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू कंसीडर द्वितीया विभक्ति. नंबर 2 विभक्ति. नंबर 2 विभक्ति अफेक्ट्स द ऑब्जेक्ट. यानी ये जो परिवर्तन करता है, द चेंजेस दैट happens in the object place. कर्म यानी यहाँ पे परिवर्तन जो कुछ भी होता है वाक्य में, परिवर्तन जो हम करते हैं, जैसे कि राम था, प्रथमा विभक्ति में राम बन गया क्योंकि दैट इज कर्ता. कर्ता किम करोति, कर्ता लिंग दर्शयति, कर्ता दर्शयति सब्जेक्ट दिखाता है, प्लस सब्जेक्ट का लिंग दिखाता है, एंड थर्ड सब्जेक्ट का नंबर दिखाता है, वेदर दैट पर्सन इज सिंगुलर और प्लूरल. अब तक हमने जो वाक्य लिए, टिल नाउ व्हाटएवर सेंटेंसेस वी हैव टेकन इन प्रथमा विभक्ति और ऑल द विभक्तिज टिल नाउ वर इन सिंगुलर, एक वचन में. बहुवचन में आगे जाके देखेंगे. वी विल लर्न ऑल द बहुवचन विभक्ति लेटर ऑन, नॉट एट अ टाइम. सब एक साथ नहीं, एक साथ सब करेंगे तो बेलपुरी हो जाएगी, किसी का स्वाद आपको पता ही नहीं चलेगा क्या है, what is the taste. So I don't want to jumble up the whole thing and confuse the whole thing. So let me make it simple. Now karta, subject. So subject was defined by the prathama vibhakti. Now comes the object. Object is, in this case, dvitiya vibhakti affects the object. I'm not saying the object is dvitiya vibhakti. Never. Because in other cases you will find it there are परिवर्तन in the object, but it is not द्वितीय विभक्ति। यानी परिवर्तन होता है ऑब्जेक्ट में, लेकिन वो ये नहीं है, अपना क्या कहते हैं, द्वितीय विभक्ति नहीं है। वैसे ही आगे जाके आप देखोगे सब्जेक्ट कर्ता में भी परिवर्तन होता है, लेकिन जरूरी नहीं है कि कर्ता का परिवर्तन हमेशा प्रथमा में हो। यस, जनरली इट इज प्रथमा, generally it is prathama, but then in some cases it is related to prathama subject. So there we have to understand. I'm not confusing it more, क्योंकि ये मैंने point इसलिए raise किया. I have raised this point. The reason was one of our afternoon batch student had asked me a question. She had WhatsApp me, but that was a valid question, very frankly. So, but the things are, we have just touched only 2 vibhaktis. There are 5 more we have to understand. All the 5, when you understand, at that time you know what is the status happening. Now, coming back, is object is now Dvitiya Vibhakti affects the object. So, Dvitiya Vibhakti परिवर्तनम कुत्र करोति कर्म मध्ये, करण नहीं आता है, कर्म मध्ये. What is current we will understand later on. So कर्म मध्ये परिवर्तन करोति द्वितीय विभक्ति. So for example, as we say बालकः पठति. So we let us analyze the way we have done it in प्रथमा विभक्ति. पठति, वो क्रिया क्या है? पठति, स्टडी. कह पठति, who is studying, कौन पढ़ रहा है? कह. बालकः पठति, बालकः प्रथमा विभक्ति, पठति क्रिया. Now another question, किम पठति, what is he studying? श्रीमद् भगवद गीता? न. रामायणम? न. पाठम पठति, पाठ, 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 पाठः is lesson. So पाठ को पढ़ रहा है. So he is studying the lesson. So पाठम पठति. Now there is something we have to make it clear. Like now you will find it. Okay, if you influence, if you directly translate from English, the situation is not right. It does not suit. But now let us go ahead with furthermore द्वितीया विभक्ति ही पुल्लिंगे, masculine gender, एक वचन, singular. So we are considering पुल्लिंगे means what? Masculine gender. यानी क्या? The word that is परिवर्तन is, all words are in masculine gender. Like for example, रमा समुद्रः पश्यति. रमा समुद्रः pashyati. Now in this sentence, there are 2 words which are in prathama vibhakti. Rama, akaranta striling, naam. It is akaranta striling naam. Samudra is also masculine gender. Pashyati, yani dekhna. I think so you all have all taken the printout of the links that I have sent you. So, Vartaman Kala present tense, please keep that sheet in front of you. Go through the first, second and third column only. Don't go ahead. Otherwise, you will get yourself confused. आप अपने आप को confuse कर दोगे. So please make the things easier. It is better 1, 2 and 3. I would have given you that type of printouts. But then it is, you will be piling up with the papers. Unnecessary printout. It is costly. कोई जगह पे 5 रुपए लेते हैं, 5 rupees per page. Somewhere they take 3 rupees per page. So it depends. So it is better we understand. You have to go through column number 1, 2 and 3. As I tell you, go ahead. Fine. Now, pashyati means dekhna, to see. So those who have eyes can see, right? Logic, common sense. यानी हमारी बुद्धि क्या कहती है? जिसे आंखें है वही देख सकता है. तो ये दोनों में से आंखें किसको है? Who has the eyes? समुद्र has eyes, उसको आंखें है. No. Rama has eyes. Because Rama is the name of a lady. The name Rama is Akaranta Striling. Always keep that in mind. Rama, Lata, Ola, Usha, Akaranta Shriling, Harsha, that is Akaranta Shriling, Amruta, Akaranta Shriling. Now here Rama. Rama Pashyati, right? Now subject we have found out. Kim Pashyati. समुद्र को देख रही है, समुद्र को देख रही है. सो समुद्र को जो है हिंदी का शब्द वो तो मिसिंग है, इट इज नॉट देयर. दैट इज व्हाट इज VTR. यानी you are watching the sea. You see, now here there is a difficulty because we cannot literally translate from English into Sanskrit, because English many places they don't have vibhakti. So not many places. Totally English as a language does not have vibhakti. So they have the problem, the sentence formation and all that. So I cannot explain you directly translating the whole thing. But yes, I will make you understand with English to understand the formation of the sentence. So here we are saying Rama is looking at the sea. The sea, or looking the sea, ocean. So sea या ocean को देखना, she is looking, that is missing. So it is directly samudra, Rama samudra pashyati, Rama samudra देख रही है. Yes, in Hindi भी चलता है, but that is not a right Hindi. Right Hindi, when you speak wrong Hindi, obviously you will not understand. You have to speak perfect Hindi. यानी समुद्र को देख रही है. Here, masculine samudra has become samudram pashyati. Samudram pashyati. Rama samudram pashyati. यानी आपने विसर्ग निकाल दिया. We remove the विसर्ग and added that anuswar. Anuswar. Dot over dra. जो हम टीका कहते हैं, डॉट लगा दिया. समुद्रम पश्यति. Does this mean that we have converted a masculine word into a neutral? No. The gender comes into existence when it is in the subject form, in prathama vibhakti. Elsewhere, there might be changes. That doesn't mean that you have converted anything into any other sense. हमने कोई अलग उसका रूपांतर नहीं किया. हमने ना ही पुल्लिंग शब्द को नपुंसक बनाया. हमने समुद्र पुल्लिंग शब्द है, उसे नपुंसक नहीं बनाया. Am I clear, everybody? See, this is the only fine line that you have to understand. Whenever you are doing any changes with the help of vibhakti, you are not actually changing the existence of the word. It is masculine word, it is masculine word. Like earlier when we said Bharatah, Patah, it is a masculine word, Patati. But when it was in the object form, it became Patah, became Patham, Patati, Patham, Patati. So हमने अनुस्वार लगा दिया या mahalav, as the case may be. So here, why we have added anuswar? Because the following word pashyati is starting with pa, and pa is a consonant. द्रव के ऊपर हमने अनुस्वार क्यों लगाया? क्योंकि उसके बाद वाला शब्द व्यंजन से शुरू होता है. प ये व्यंजन है, इसलिए अनुस्वार लगेगा. तो रमा समुद्रम पश्यति. चलिए, we will make more clarity as we go ahead. Now here, there is something interesting. Keshavaha aham pashyati. We Keshav also has eyes, even I have eyes. So the question will be, who is looking at who? Who is looking at who? So I will say, Keshavaha is looking at whom? At me. So aham in English is I. Prathama vibhakti. मैं. हिंदी में क्या देंगे? मैं. लेकिन मैं का मुझे बनेगा, यानी केशव मुझे देख रहा है, तो मैं का मुझे बना. ये in Sanskritam this parivartan is happening with the rules of rebirth. Yani in English, especially this particular word, like I will become looking at me and in me. So from I, the word was converted to me. That was the effect. So Keshavaha aham. So aham became the object. Yes, Keshava is the subject. Keshavaha pashyati. Kasya pashyati. Kaha pashyati. क्या देख रहा है, किसको देख रहा है? That is aham, यानी मुझे. So it became the object. So aham in dvitiya vibhakti will become mam. Mam pashyati. केशवः मां पश्यति, यानी मुझको देख रहा है. Is looking at me and me. मां. Not always, again, not always, because me keeps on changing. Because they don't, in English there is no vibhakti. But here, mam is dvitiya vibhakti. यहाँ पे एक ही रूल है. There are no परिवर्तन. There are no silent words in Sanskrit. No silent. जैसे मैंने इंट्रोडक्शन में भी बताया था कि there are no silent words in Sanskrit. So need not worry. The rules are very fixed. Irrespective. So there are very strict rules. There is no flexibility in the rules. There are some cases where there is flexibility, but that is because of some reason. Am I clear, everybody? Now going ahead with another sentence is Rajeshah janati. Tvam janati. Now Tvam means you. You are expressed in two ways. यानी आप, ये दो तरीके से बोला जाता है. जैसे कि आपकी उम्र का कोई हो, the person is, the opposite person is of your age or younger than you, then you will say Tvam. Am I clear? And if the person is with respect, if you want to say to somebody, even he might be younger to you, but you want to give respect, then it will become Bhavan and feminine will become Bhavati. But here Tvam is common. Like Aham, Tvam is common. You are you, whether you are masculine or feminine, no change. Tvam will remain Tvam. Like Aham, I will remain I. Whether I am masculine gender or feminine gender, both the cases Aham will remain Aham. Similarly, Tvam will remain Tvam. So Rajeshah Tvam janati. Here in this case, both can be subject, isn't it? So you will ask me, sir, who knows who? कौन किसको जानता है? I will say Rajesh जानता है. So Rajesh became the subject. So Rajeshah Tvam became the object, that is Tvam janati. आपको जानता है. आपको. Rajeshah Tvam janati. राजेश आपको जानता है. अस्तु अस्तु. ओके ओके. ऐसे कहते हैं जवाब. He knows you. त्वाम जानाति. त्वाम. मां. त्वाम. मां मुझको. त्वाम तुझको. स्पष्टम अग्रे. सह ग्रंथः पठति. Now patati means to study. So obviously he is studying. Can a granth means book. Granth means book. किताब. कोई भी ग्रंथ होता है, चाहे रामायण हो, महाभारत हो, नॉवेल हो, they are all called ग्रंथ. ग्रंथ. So जैसे कादम्बरी हम लोग मराठी में कहते हैं कादम्बरी. So they are called ग्रंथ because it is one particular story that runs in the complete book. Not all the chapter wise. They are pustakam. Pustakam means there are various chapters in that, different subjects. This is Grantha, means it is related to one single story. That is called Grantha. So it can be a novel also. तो वो एक कादम्बरी या साहित्य की किताब हो सकती है, जो कहानियां होती है एक नॉवेल की जैसे. So सह पठति. किम पठति? ग्रंथः will become ग्रंथम पठति. ग्रंथ को पढ़ रहा है. वह masculine gender. Saha grantham pathati. Or it is near you. Eshaha grantham pathati. Eshaha grantham pathati. Grantham. So here we have not made it a neutral gender. Okay. Now going ahead. Devaha bhaktaha rakshati. Rakshati means to protect. कौन किसको प्रोटेक्ट कर रहा है? हाँ, nowadays in Kali, we have to protect our gods and temples, okay, from invasion and breaking and all that. But actually speaking, who protects who? Bhaktaha means devotee. Devaha, God. So Devaha rakshati. Dev protects na whom? To his devotees. यानी भक्तों की रक्षा करता है, भक्तों की रक्षा करता है. तो देवः भक्त रक्षति. So God is protecting who? The devotees. Spashtam? Okay. I hope I am going quite slow. Huh? Am I not? Is it clear to everybody? Kindly, anybody can show, new students can show me thumbs up. Old students, they know about this chapter. Can new students, are you all getting the point? If you can, if you are not understanding, please do ask me question later on. Huh? यहाँ पे हम लोग खाली नमो नमः गुड नाइट गुड बाय थैंक यू करके निकल जाते हैं. That is not right. You ask, the questions are welcome. So, शिल्पा ताई, लक्षात आलं का तुम्हाला? Thumbs up at least. You cannot switch on your mic. Uma, Joseph, did you all understand? No. Okay, fine. Now let me explain you this. Marjaraha, Mushakaha, Gunati. Now Marjakaha, Marjaraha, sorry, Marjaraha. Marjaraha means cat, billy. Mushakaha means mouse, चूहा. Gunati, यानी पकड़ना. Gunati means catching, to catch. So you can catch food. वो किसको पकड़ सकता है? Common sense. The cat is catching the mouse. So catch, the cat is the subject. Gurunati. Marjaraha, Gurunati. Kasya, किसको? Mushakaha. तो Marjaraha, Mushakam, Gurunati. Mushakam, Gurunati. Am I clear in this point? Now, I give an example. See, you have added the right vibhakti on the right word. They say marjar tha, because it is marjar, cat, animal. So it always in spoken Sanskritam, they are represented in masculine gender, in spoken Sanskritam. In written and in Sahitya, there are feminine part also. But in spoken Sanskritam, whether it is a he cat or she cat, in both the cases it is marjaraha. So marjaraha is prathama vibhakti. Mushakam dvitiya vibhakti. So you have added the right vibhakti on the right word. As a result, if you change the format, the meaning does not change. In other words, it is not necessary that the first word of the sentence is always the subject. ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि पहला शब्द हमेशा कर्ता दर्शाता है. नो, कुछ भी हो सकता है. कर्ता भी दर्शा सकता है या करण भी या कर्म भी दर्शा सकता है. करण या कर्म दोनों भी दर्शा सकता है. You can't say how. Now I will. For example, Mushakaha, Marjaraha, Gurunati. I change the Mushakaha first. Marjaraha, Gurunati. Now, obviously, who is the subject? Marjaraha. Marjaraha, Gurunati. Kasya, Mushakam. तो मूषकम मार्जरः गृणाति, चूहे को बिल्ली पकड़ रही है. Mouse has been caught by the cat. Okay, so here I cannot literally translate in English because I said English has a limitation. So mushakam is object only, but meaning has not changed. In English, the meaning will change. In English, you will say, the mouse is catching the cat. It is not possible. Logic. So you have to use your logic also. So here it is the same way. Now if I change Grunati, now verb is first. Grunati, Shakam, Marjara. Yes, right. Meaning has not changed. Why? Because Marjara is the subject, karta hai. So it is in Prathama Vibhakti. And in this case, Mushakaha is the object, so it is Mushakam. So Mushakam Marjaraha Grunati, ya Grunati Marjaraha Mushakam, no change in the meaning. Meaning remains the same. That is the beauty of Vibhakti. But there are conditions. What is the condition? The right word should have the right Vibhakti. सही शब्दों पे सही विभक्ति होनी चाहिए. अभी आगे जाके देखेंगे कि अलग स्वरूप भी होते हैं. यानी ऑब्जेक्ट कैन बी समथिंग एल्स आल्सो. That we will see as we come. I don't want to confuse you all now. So here, at least take it this far. Going to another sentence. Amba jana kasya usko. यानी अम्बा मीन्स मदर. अम्बा नोज हिम. जाना थी कस्य उसको. तो अहम पे क्या बना था? माम जाना. तुम्हारे लिए क्या बना था? फॉर यू, तुम के लिए तुम जाना. लेकिन सह वह मैस्कुलाइन पर्सन, मैस्कुलाइन सह मैस्कुलाइन. तो अम्बा तम जानाती, तम तम जानाती यानी अम्बा उसे जानती है. अगर एषः है तो अम्बा एकतम जानाति. एकतम, एषः will become एकतम जानाति. स्पष्ट? Strili. Now the words will be feminine gender. For example, this is the most beautiful sentence. Pita balika avayati. Avayati means to call, bulana. So pita is a masculine word, but does not have a visarga because it is akara. But pita, pita भी बुला सकते हैं, बालिका भी बुला सकते हैं. Here, the father can also call the girl, and the girl can also call the father, isn't it? So you will ask me, sir, who is calling whom? I will say, Pita is calling the Balika. So Pita is calling Pita Avay. Kasya, यानी पिता बुला रहे. पिता बुला रहे. किसको? बालिका. आकारांत स्त्री. बालिका. तो पिता बालिका को बुला रहे हैं. नो चेंज. पिता बालिकाम आवयति. बालिकाम आवयति. यहाँ पे म हलंत क्यों हुआ? Why not that अनुस्वार? Because the second word आवयति is starting with a vowel. आ is a vowel. स्वर है ना. आवयति का आ स्वर है, इसलिए म हलंत हुआ. सो पिता बालिकाम आवय. बालिका पुत्र. Now here take another case. If balika is calling, अगर बालिका बुला रही तो किसको बुला रही है? So balika akaranत स्त्रीलिंग, as it is no change, no visarga, nothing. So it will remain balika only in prathama vibhakti. So balika आवय. कस्य? पिता को. So here it will not become pitam, it will become pitaraha. Yani because this has become the karma, so here it will be pitaram avayati. Pitaram बालिका आवयति, यानी पिता को बालिका बुला रही है. Father is called by the daughter. So here daughter is calling to father. Pitaram. So pita. Pita prathama vibhakti. जैसे माता. Mata. So what was the first original root word? Pitru. Matru. Prathama vibhakti, pita, mata. Dvitiya vibhakti, pita becomes pitaram and mata becomes mataram. Vande mataram. Yani mata mera naman vandan. Vande mataram. माँ को मेरा नमन. स्पष्ट अभी समझ में आया ना? The whole song is written in Sanskritam and sang in Sanskritam. So that is Mataram. Pitaram is father. Okay. Going ahead. Thank you very much, Rajshri, Rekha. Yeah. So here we are going ahead. Now here, Bharata Mathura Gacchati. Bharata Prathama Vibhakti. Mathura Akaranta Sriling Prathama Vibhakti. Gacchati Kriya. Gacchati means what? Going. To go. Jana. तो कौन जा सकता है? Mathura is a place, isn't it? Can place go anywhere? No. Bharat has to go, na? Bharat जाएगा. So Bharat is a subject, common sense. Bharat gacchati. Putra, where? Mathura. Akaranta Sriling. So Bharataha Mathura gacchati. Mathura gacchati. Easy. Slowly study it. As we take the sentences, the doubts will be clear. And even if it is not clear, don't worry. You can ask me questions later. Okay? Feel free. Now, Sita Pathati. Kim Pathati? Katha, story. Katha is the story. So in Pustakam, there is one story and she is reading that story. So Katha. So Sita, Akaranta Sriling, Katha, Akaranta Sriling, Pathati, is Padna. Can the story read Sita? No. So obviously, Katha is the object. So here, Sita, Katham, Pathati. Sita, Katham, Pathati. Katha को पढ़ रही है. So सीता कथा को पढ़ रही है. स्पष्ट? छात्रा सरस्वती नमति. Now छात्रा आकारांत स्त्रीलिंग, सरस्वती इकारांत स्त्रीलिंग, नमति यानी bowing. तो कौन किसको नमन करेगा? And it is common sense. The student will bow in front of Saraswati. हाँ, वो cockroach mentality अलग है. They want the Saraswati to bow in front of the student. है ना? So please, we have to bow to Saraswati. Saraswati Ikaranta Sri. See, why emphasizing more on Akaranta and Ikaranta? This you will understand on Monday. वो आपको सोमवार मंगलवार को पता चलेगा. Why it is so? But here it is Ikaranta Sri. So Chhatra is a subject. Namati. Kasya Saraswati Ikaranta Sri. So Saraswatim Namati. Saraswatim Namati. Chhatra Saraswati को नमन कर रहे हैं. Bowing at Saraswati's feet. Bowing to Saraswati. Student. Chhatra means student. Had it been masculine? Masculine. Chhatraha. And that is Chhatraha. Saraswati Namati. Okay. Now, Amba हमने देखा सह जानाति, सह कथा तम जानाति. Now here Amba knows her, Sa knows her, she is far away. उसको जानती है मेरी माँ. वो कौन है? स्त्रीलिंग, महिला है कोई, उसको जानती है. तो सा, it will become tam. जानाति to the masculine, सह का तम बनेगा, सा का ताम बनेगा, ताम. Am I clear, everybody? So tuam will become tuam, and this is different. This is so it does not have word inside. So tuam nahi hai, tam hai, tam. You, her, sorry, her jan. Okay. So here we are. Amba tam janati. Yes, Rashmi, thank you. Now going ahead with neutral gender. यहाँ पे एक बुगली है. You need to understand this properly. Why? Because नपुंसकलिंग itself has am ना. Am है उसमें. तो क्या बनेगा? For example, if I say पिता गृहम गच्छति. So पिता गृहम गच्छति. So pita is also prathama vibhakti guruham. Because it is neutral word, it is also in prathama vibhakti. गच्छति. तो जा रहे हैं. तो कौन जा सकता है? So in these two words, pita and guruham, who is the subject? Who is the subject? Obviously pita, father. Why? Because pita, the father can go. The house cannot go anywhere. It is at a place. So subject is pita. Then that means guruham is the object. It will remain the same. Guruham gacchati. Pita guruham gacchati. यानी क्या किया? Did we keep neutral as neutral? No, my dear friends. The gender will come into picture as far as it is only related to the subject. Balakah, balika, and guruham. But when it is coming as a subject, but here it is taking the place of the object. So second line, the red one that you see is not neutral gender. It is dvitiya vibhakti. Guruham gacchati. But as the word is neutral, it has the same to be added. No change. For example, we take one more sentence. If we say Guruham pita gacchati, we are interchanging. But obviously, when we say Guruham pita gacchati, so gacchati means to go. So obviously, pita is the subject. Obviously. So pita gacchati. Putra Guruham gacchati. So here gacchati is pita. So Guruham automatically will become the object. So if you write Guruham pita gacchati, does not mean if Guruham is the subject, because it is neutral gender. But in the second line, that is red color that you see, it is dvitiya vibhakti. Spashta? No. Shishu pibati. Kim pibati? Kshiram. Kshiram means milk. Now, milk in spoken Sanskritam are expressed in two ways. One is kshiram, other is dugdham, not dudham. Dugdham. Dugdham means milk. In spoken Sanskritam, in two ways you can also say shiram. Shiram means दूध. Okay. So क्षीर सागर. अब जानते हैं विष्णु कहाँ रहते हैं? क्षीर सागर में रहते हैं. So ocean of milk. That is क्षीर सागर. Vishnu, we say, when he recites क्षीर सागर. So क्षीरम. शिशु क्षीरम पिबति. द्वितीया विभक्ति का मसाला डालू, remain the same. शिशु क्षीरम पिबति. यहाँ पे the first line was having kshiram as a neutral gender because it was not having dvitiya vibhakti. Now as you added dvitiya vibhakti, but it is kshiram who is the karma, this object. So it remains the same kshiram because in dvitiya vibhakti we add am. Okay. अहम पश्यामि, किं पश्यति? दूरदर्शनम, टेलीविजन इज दूरदर्शनम. Yes, दूरदर्शनम अपना चैनल है, नेशनल चैनल. That is named, it is having a Sanskrit name, that is Doordarshanam. So Doordarshanam is the what we say neutral gender. But here Vidya Vibhakti, aham pashyami. So hum dekh rahe. Can television look at you? No. So you can look at the television. So you are aham. Here aham is Prathama Vibhakti. It is Prathama Vibhakti, subject. So Doordarshanam Pashyati will remain the same. Doordarshanam Pashyati. Spashtam va? Am I clear? Let us check another one. Aham tat janami. Tat, neutral gender. For example, tat mandiram. That is a temple. I will answer. Aham tat janami. I know that. So tat will remain tat only. So aham tat janami. I know that tat mandiram, that is temple. Aham tat janami. I know that tat. वह मैं वह जाता हूँ. अहम tat janami. Spashtam? Now, tarjayati. Tarjayati is the verb. What is the verb tarjayati? It is not given in the list. So, see, majority of the verbs that you will see over here are in the list. 25 verbs are the most commonly used verbs. But apart from that, there are many other verbs that we will cover in the slide. I will be telling you all the meaning. मैं आपको उसका मतलब बताऊंगा. लेकिन वो 25 जो है आपको चार्ट में जो दिए हैं वो सबसे ज्यादा उपयोग होने वाले क्रिया. उसके अलावा भी बहुत सारी क्रियाएं होती है. तो वो क्रिया मैं वाक्य के माध्यम से आपको बताऊंगा और आपको उसका अर्थ भी बताऊंगा. आई विल बी टेलिंग यू ऑल. नाउ हियर तर्जयति. तर्जयति मींस गुस्सा करना, एंग्री. So she is talking, she's got angry on me. Tarjaya. So she is scolding, not angry, scolding. यानी गुस्सा कर. In English there is scolding. यानी बोल रही है, she is talking, but scolding. So अम्बा, mother. तर्जय. कस्य, किसको? अहम. तो अहम का क्या देखा था हमने? माम. अम्बा माम तर्जयति. मुझको, मुझ पे गुस्सा हो रही है, मुझे गुस्सा कर रही है. She is scolding me. Me. Mom. We have seen that earlier sentence. I just repeated that. With this, now let us understand this. Gita Tvam Avaya. Now here there is a question. Who is calling whom? You are calling Gita or Gita is calling you? You have to ask me the question. So who is calling? So I will say, nahi, it is Gita who is calling. Gita बुला रही. गीता बुला रही. किसको? तुझको, तुम्हें. Calling you. So there it will be Twam. We have done that. But why Mahalan? Because it is Avayati. Avayati. A is a vowel. A क्या है? स्वर. Am I clear? And the next slide I will be showing you later on because that is related to our tomorrow's topic. Now, Sita Janati. Kasya आपको with respect. Bhavan. Bhavan with respect you are saying. Sita knows you, but you with respect, not Tuam. It is Bhavan. So it will become Sita Bhavantam. Bhavantam Janati. Bhavantah Bhavantam. Bhavan will become Bhavantah. Sita Bhavantam Janati. आपको जानती है. तुझे नहीं. तुझे में त्वाम बनेगा. लेकिन with respect. सम्मान के साथ, भवान सम्मान के साथ शब्द है. सो भवंतम जानाति. स्पष्ट हुआ? अगर am I clear? Now Bhavan is knowing. You know Sita. Now the sentence is different. Sita knows you is different. Now you know Sita. So here Bhavan became the subject. So Bhavan will remain Bhavan. Sita akaranta striling. So what it will become? Sitam Bhavan janati, or you can say Bhavan Sitam janati. Anyway, here also Sitam Bhavan janati, यानी सीता को आप जानते हो. अर्थ नहीं बदला. The meaning does not change. Okay, am I clear? You know Sita. That is a translation in English, but that is not the formation of the words because there are changes, as I said earlier. So Sita Bhavan janati. Bhavan means you with respect. So this is the chart of Dvitiya Vibhakti. Here now all black will be Prathama Vibhakti. Here we have now taken Prathama. आप देख रहे हो ऊपर क्या लिखा है? हिंदी, in Hindi when we say ko means Dvitiya. Vrukshah, Vruksham. Sthalika, dining plate. Sthalika, आकारांत स्त्रीलिंग. Dining plate, खाने भोजन करने की थाली. स्थालिकाम. अंकनी, पेंसिल. इकारांत स्त्रीलिंग. अंकनी, अंकनीन. न्यूट्रल जेंडर मित्र. प्रथमा विभक्ति और द्वितीया विभक्ति मित्रम. अभी आपको पता चला क्या हुआ था? अगर मैंने प्रथमा विभक्ति, बिकॉज मित्रम इज एक्चुअली मेस्कुलाइन फ्रेंड, but as I said the day before yesterday, if I add mitraha, then it will become God's son. He will not allow me. So then Rishi Muni said, in Prathama Vibhakti, we will keep it as a neutral. Now you observe, in Dvitiya Vibhakti, masculine, Vruksham and Mitram, same. So all throughout are the rest of the 6 Vibhaktis, masculine and neutral will have the same effect. दोनों का असर एक ही जैसा होगा. यही तो ब्यूटी है संस्कृत की. Now going ahead, सह एषः तम एतम सा एषा ता एता tat etat will remain the same. Tat etat. Sarvana, aham, I. Mam, tu, यानी you. तुम, हिंदी में तुम. त्वम, त्वाम. No? भवान, भवंतम, भवंतम. Now the beauty is bhavati for feminine gender, but bhavati ikaranta striling. So similar like ikaranta striling. Bhavati, bhavatim. Bhavan will become bhavantam, but bhavati will become bhavati. Interesting. कुछ फर्क पड़ा? Well, might be having questions. Not today, tomorrow. In that case, also you can ask me the question even tomorrow. Thank you very much, Rajshri. You can ask me that question tomorrow also. No issues. You can ask me anytime, any question. Whether it is first day or the last day, no problem. I will answer you, I will satisfy you. To give you the right answer is my responsibility. I am not obliging you. मैं आप पे कोई मेहरबानी नहीं कर रहा. It is my duty to do so. Okay, I respect you all. Now going ahead with another chapter. and that is Saptakakaraha. So interesting. What is Saptakakaraha? These are the words. If they come in a sentence, then that sentence is not a sentence, it becomes a question. यानी अगर ये शब्द आपको कोई वाक्य में नजर आता है, यानी उसका मतलब वो प्रश्न है. It is a question. Actually speaking, in Sanskritam, there are no question mark, comma, open quotes, close quotes. नहीं होता. There are no symbols. Then what is one line and two line? One line means end of the sentence. Two lines means paragraph. ये मतलब. But apart from that, there are no other symbols. There are no symbols. So whenever, so end of the sentence, who will decide? The arrangements and the meaning of the whole sentence itself defines whether the sentence is over or not. So there are no commas, no question mark, no open quotes, no close quotes. नहीं होता. Yes, sir. So the best example is Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Srimad Bhagavad Gita is the question answer between Bhagwan and Arjun, isn't it? And throughout Srimad Bhagavad Gita, not a single question mark. Forget it, my dear friends. The first shlok of Srimad Bhagavad Gita itself does not have, it is a question, but it does not have a question mark. Mamakaha Pandavisheva Kim Kurvanta Sanjaya. So he was asking, Dhritarashtra was asking Sanjay, what are they doing? So it was a question. Kim, what are they doing? Kim means what? So what are they doing? But it does not have a question mark. And that is it. But in modern Sanskrit, nowadays, because we are influenced by other languages, आज के ज़माने की संस्कृत में प्रश्न चिन्ह, कॉमा ये अलाउ किया है. They have allowed. क्योंकि हमारे पे हम पर अन्य भाषा का भी इन्फ्लुएंस है ना, असर होती है, तो अलाउ कर दिया. बोले तो ओके, you can. So now when there are magazines that are there, there is wonderful magazine which is published by monthly magazine published by Sanskrit Bharati. At the end of our workshop, we will be sending you the link. You can subscribe. It is paid. You have to pay money for that, but it's very cheap. That will help you to read Sanskrit. Later on, we are starting with Sambhashan Shibiram. We will be having conversations, live conversations between you and me. Or sometimes, if I am available with me, sometimes with Snehal or some other, our old participants might also take up the responsibility. So they will be correcting you, your mistakes. They will be telling you what is to be said. And similarly, you can improve your Sanskritam with those magazines. And it is written in very simple Sanskritam. I will be sending that link. Please, humble request, do subscribe. Wait. I'm not here advertising for the magazine, but I know the magazine is useful here. In our app, there will be daily newspaper of Sanskritam. Daily newspaper in Sanskritam. So there will be a newspaper column. Go there, select the languages, Hindi. Abhi to Hindi mein hai, that is what the change will be. बहुत जल्दी there will be a change and you will find Sanskrit. If you put Sanskrit, you will find the newspaper. If you take up English, you will find my blogs, small short blogs. Blogs यानी क्या है? There I am going to express here the importance of Sanskritam as far as science and technology is concerned. Not related to our Asian, because I never consider Sanskrit as the oldest language. I consider Sanskrit as the most modern language. आज के जमाने की भाषा है, आधुनिक भाषा is Sanskrit. Okay, so importance of Sanskritam, relation with Sanskrit with the various psychology, your science, logic, physics, chemistry, everything, all those type of articles short articles will be published as my blog in English. The same thing will be translated in Hindi also. So they will be available on our app. Regarding our app and all that, I will be informing you. Okay. Now, what is there? But it is under trial. So please do not register now. After that, you will register, because very soon we will stop taking lectures on Zoom, because Zoom is really costly and I have to pay from my pocket. Because whatever donations we get or whatever fees of other courses that we get goes to the Gaushala. वो गौशाला में जाता है, not for our district. These are my personal expense. ये internet connection, my stationery, my setup and everything are my personal expenses. So I am finding it there is much more better facility on our app. So we will be switching on to our app. Am I clear? First, agree. Saptakakaraha. What are these? These are questions. For example, kim, what, kya. Now, when we were doing kim, we came across two other words, kaha and ka. That is who. Kaha and ka. That is who. That is also considered to be the family member of the kin. So, who and kin, kaha and ka is along with the kin. Kin yani what. So, kaha and ka is also starting with ka. Okay. So, kin, what, kya. Putra, where. We have learned this, na? Tatra, tatra, putra, where. Putra, kaha, where. Kati, how many. And similarly, kiya, how much. Yani kya hai? Kati is countable. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4. Kiya, uncountable. Like how much water the ocean has, you cannot measure it. Na? But what is the price of this sari? Kati rupaye kani? You will immediately understand. Like Kati. You remember Sholay movie Kati? इसमें तो गब्बर सिंह का बहुत अच्छा डायलॉग था ना, कितने आदमी थे. Remember? कति जनाः सन्ति जनद्वयम् त्वां त्रीणि तभी रिक्तस्ते प्रत्यागतवान्. फिर भी खाली हाथ आए. किम चिंतित हो, क्या सोचता है? सरदार स्वामी आनंद भवति वा. सरदार खुश होगा. एतस्य दंड आवश्यकम्. इसकी सजा मिलेगी. निश्चयेन आवश्यकम्. जरूर मिलेगी. सांभा एतत् पिस्तूले कति गोलिकां सन्ति. कति गोलिकाः सन्ति. ये बंदूक में कितनी गोली है. सांभा षट भवान 6. अन्याय गोलिका षट. जनाः त्रयम्. अन्याय धम 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 3 गोली छोड़ देते हैं. इदानीं समीचीनं. गोलिका त्रयम् जनापि त्रयम्. पश्यामः कस्य किं लभ्यते. देखते हैं किसको क्या मिलता है. इदानीं अहं तस्य परिवर्तनं करिष्यामि. अब मैं इसे घुमाऊंगा. 1, 2 सांभा. अरे कालिया त्वां किं भविष्यति. तेरा क्या होगा कालिया. त्वां किं भविष्यति कालिया. स्वामी अहं त्वां लवणं खादितवान्. मैंने आपका नमक खाया. अस्तु इदानीं गोलिकां खादतु. राइट. कति, हाउ मेनी. क्लियर. सो कति, शोले को याद कीजिएगा. हाउ मेनी, काउंटेबल. किंग, व्हाट, क्या. पुत्र, वेयर, कहाँ. कति, कितने. हाउ मच, हाउ मेनी. कियत, हाउ मच, कितना. कदा, when. कदा, when. होली वाला शॉट, आफ्टर दैट शॉट, सी द नेक्स्ट डायलॉग ऑफ गब्बर सिंह वाज आफ्टर किलिंग ऑल द थ्री. उसके बाद वाला डायलॉग क्या था? होलिका कदा भविष्यति, कदा भविष्यति. होलिका यानी होली कब है, कब है ये होली? होलिकाम कदा भविष्यति, कदा भविष्यति होलिकाम, कदा, when, किम, कुत्र, कति कियत, कदा, कुतः, from where, from where, कहां से. ईशा शाटिका अति सुंदरा, ये साड़ी बहुत अच्छी है. कुतः अणितवती, कहां से लेकर आई, है ना? कुतः अणितवती, कहां से लेकर आई. कुतः, from where. कथम, how. रसगोलकम कथम अस्ति, मधुरम अस्ति, है ना? रसगोलकम मधुरम अस्ति, स्वीट होता है. हाउ, कैसा. कुतः, कथम, किमर्थम, व्हाई, क्यों, किमर्थम, व्हाई. सो किम, कुत्र, कति, कियत्, कदा, कुतः, कथम, किमर्थम. Now, let us take sentences. वाक्य लेकर. In these sentences, the first line will be the question, and second line will be, answer sort of thing, so that there are more vocabulary knowledge. उसके द्वारा आपको अन्य शब्दों का knowledge मिलेगा. It is not necessary कि वही आंसर होना चाहिए. It is not necessary that should be the only answer. It can be any other answer also. Okay. Now, going ahead. किम, सारंगः किम करोति, सारंगः. सारंगः is the name. बहुत beautiful Maharashtrian name है. सारंगः, masculine name. And I love this name. सारंगः किम करोति, सः संस्कृतं पठति. Or somebody is asking, Sarangah kim karoti, and Sarang is sitting next to you. Eshaha Sanskritam pathati. संस्कृत को पढ़ रहा है. संस्कृतम द्वितीया विभक्ति, सह प्रथमा. असो सातः किम करोति. क्वेश्चन. कुत्र, अम्बा कुत्र अस्ति. Where is अम्बा? अम्बा ग्रामे अस्ति. She is in the village. अम्बा ग्रामे अस्ति. अभी यहाँ पे you will say, why not ग्रामम अस्ति? ग्रामम means ग्रामम अस्ति, ये गलत है. ग्रामे, why? Because there is another vibhakti which is attached to this. That we will see later. इसको बाद में देखेंगे. At that time I will prove you why it was not gramam and grame. Okay. So grame asti. She is in the village. Kutra. Where? Where is the mother? She is in the village. वो गांव में है. गांव में है. So grame asti. So कति. कति फलानी आवश्यकानी. कितने फ्रूट्स चाहिए? How many fruits do you want? कितने फल चाहिए? एकम पर्याप्तम. पर्याप्तम means enough. एकम पर्याप्तम. Okay. Now, for example, roti ka. Somebody is, somebody serving you roti ka and asking you, "Kati roti kaha avashyakaha?" How many rotis do you want? रोटी का द्वयम परिवेशयतु, यानी 2 रोटी दीजिए. या रोटी का द्वयम पर्याप्तम, 2 is enough. एकम पर्याप्तम, only 1. मास 2, रोटी का मास 2 नहीं चाहिए. कति, how many, but कियत, सागरे कियत् जलमस्ति. I just give you this example. सागरे बहु जलमस्ति. It is not measurable. For example, if there is rice, so you will ask कियत् अन्नम आवश्यकम. अन्नम यानी राइस. कियत् अन्नम आवश्यकम. स्वल्पम पर्याप्तम. स्वल्पम यानी लेस. लेस इज इनफ यानी थोड़ा सा. हम कहते हैं थोड़ा सा राइस दीजिए. स्वल्पम पर्याप्तम. स्वल्पम स्वल्पम पर्याप्तम. कियत्. Then you can, it is not countable. Can you count rice? 1, 2, 3, 4. No. So kiyat. Similar. Kada. Vayam kada milamah. हम कब मिले? मिलेंगे. When we will meet? रविवासरे मिलामः. अस्तु महोदय. रविवासरे मिलिष्यामः. मिले. रविवासरे. यहाँ पे रविवासरम नहीं होगा. Why? Because I will come. वो विभक्ति अलग है. That is a different विभक्ति. Now, from where? कुतः आगतवान. कहाँ से आए? This is the past tense. आगतवान. So कुतः आगतवान. कहाँ से आए? कार्यालयतः आगतवान. I came from office. कार्यालयतः. कुतः from where? कार्यालयतः from office. कुतः कहाँ से? कार्यालयतः कार्यालय से. कुतः. कथम. अरे महोदय स्वास्थ्यं कथम अस्ति? How are you? स्वास्थ्यं कथम अस्ति? अरे स्वास्थ्यं उत्तमम् अस्ति. महोदय स्वास्थ्यं कथम अस्ति? स्वास्थ्यं समीचीनं नास्ति. समीचीनं नास्ति. किमर्थं? Why? रक्तचाप, ब्लड प्रेशर, रक्तचाप वेदना अस्ति, शिरोवेदना अस्ति, उदरवेदना अस्ति, स्टमक पेन. उच्च हाई ब्लड प्रेशर, उच्च रक्तचाप. चाप, रक्तचाप is blood pressure. स्वास्थ्यं उत्तमम् अस्ति. किमर्थं? Why? वयम् अत्र किमर्थं मिलामः? Why we are meeting here? वयं संस्कृतं पठनार्थं मिलामः. वयं संस्कृतं पठनार्थं मिलामः. स्पष्टं वा? Am I clear? What clear? There is a mistake. No, don't give thumbs up. There is a mistake. What is the mistake? Vayam mahalan. Sanskritam mahalan. Is it right? Arey, vayam will have anuswar because the second word is sa. And Sanskritam will have anuswar because next word is patanartham. So, they both are consonants. ये व्यंजन है. So the right word will be vayam sanskritam pathanartham milamah. Google डालूंगा. There will be Google. So please pay your attention on the screen. Don't give the thumbs up. पहले देखो. नजर हटी, दुर्घटना घटी. You miss your sight, you miss your way. Huh? So don't miss your sight. Am I clear, everybody? So here, with this, I am ending. I am really sorry to take 12 more minutes. इसी के साथ हम आज प्रार्थना के साथ हम समाप्त करते हैं आज का सत्र. ओम सहना भवतु सहनो भुनक्तु सवीर्यं कर्वावहै तेजस्विनावदितमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ओम शांति शांति शान्तिः। धन्यवादः। श्वः शनिवासरे श्वः वयं सर्वे पुनर्मिलिष्यामः। वर्गं भविष्यति खलु, तो पुनर्मिलिष्यामः। शुभं भवतु, सर्वतः मङ्गलं भूयात्। My grandson wants to see you all. Okay, he is Shriyan. He wants to see you all. Okay, beta. So they are all giving you love and all that. Yeah, Divya auntie has given you love. Huh? पुनर्मिलामः। वदतु वदतु। मम नाम श्रिया। अस्तु, धन्यवादः। Here I end with